These are the 2 blanks that you saw me turn. Well, the video number 4 was uploading yesterday. I came downstairs and I turned the other 2 blanks. It's these ones right here. And they turned out beautiful. There's no flaws, no cracks, nothing wrong with them. So this is obviously the set that's I'm going to give away. This one I'm going to keep for myself. Now, there is something that I'm surprised nobody noticed. I saw it in the video, but I never commented on it. And what has happened is, if you remember, there was that little flaw over here that I was trying to get rid of. Well, it's so insignificant now that I can't even see it. However, that flaw carried through, and it is also a crack here. Some of you may have seen it and were just too polite to talk about it. I'll see if I can zoom in and show it to you. But being as it's going to be on my pen, it doesn't matter. Well, there it is. It's as plain as can be. But that's okay. Now, as well as posting these videos on YouTube, I also put them on my Facebook page. And one of my Facebook friends is also a pen turner. And he was making the suggestion that if you have a little crack like this, sand with CA glue, the CA glue will create sort of a slurry, and it'll work its way into the crack. Yeah, I'm going to try that. I think that's a fantastic idea. I wish I'd thought of that myself. Now, I've pressed pen kits pretty much the same as this together before, but never this exact same one. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to kind of practice on mine, and yeah, here we go. And by the time I get to this one, I should know what I'm doing. Now, I realize I'm making a big deal about how I'm going to get the bad one, and the good one is going to go as the gift. Well, there's a reason for that, and that is because one of these pens is already spoken for, and the person that's getting it is probably watching these videos, and I just want to reassure them I'm not going to keep the best one. Now, even the bad one is a good one. I'd be happy with either one. Well, I'm going to get one. What am I talking about? Okay, and press. Okay, I notice I stopped here because I notice I've got a little bit of plastic that got scraped up from the brass tube. Now, that is probably because I forgot to remount the brass tube. I'll be sure and do that on the next one. So I'm going to take a little sharp knife and I'm going to get rid of that plastic. And then I'll continue on. So there's going to be a bit of a pause here. As it turns out, all I had to do was just blow it away. I thought I was going to have to cut that off, but I didn't. Anyway, we'll continue on. Go the rest of the way here. Okay. Now, I do not want the clip itself to be covering up what I feel is the nicest wood. Now, my personal opinion is that something like this is the most interesting. So I don't want to be covering that up. I think I'm going to press it like that. That should look pretty good, I think. Well, we'll soon know. Okay, and press. There we go. Yeah. Now I just realized I almost made a mistake here. This end is just slightly bigger here than this end, so I want this end to be the nib end, not the cap end. This little piece right here is supposed to screw onto this after, but this is the end, not the nib end. Well, anyway, maybe I'm not being too clear here, but it's supposed to go like this. Not that it would have made a huge difference, but may as well do it right, or at least the best way possible. Okay, here we go. Yeah, that'll be better. The reason being is it's more tapered down this way for the nib. Okay, we're on. Whoops. Remember, I don't like to do reenactments. Okay. Now, needless to say, I don't want to be pressing this gold on the metal here. Okay, so this piece should come right up against this little ring here. Now that is it for the pressing. The rest of the assembly is just screwing everything together. Now, you may notice I'm not putting the spring on the end here like you do usually. The spring is already up inside here. So the idea is that it goes like this. Now, hopefully, this is going to work. Did I miss something? Why is this not working? Did I do something wrong here? Am I missing a piece? Oh no, I scared myself. Okay. Yeah. Alright. Now then, this is supposed to just screw on here. Alright, we'll clean that up and we'll take some nice close shots of it, but we'll do that after I get this one put together. Now you remember I was getting a little bit of plastic being plowed off of this part here, and the reason for that is because when you use the barrel trimmer, it will often leave a little burr on the inside of the brass tube. Now, you can't quite see it, but I can almost feel it. So what I'm going to do now is, so that that doesn't happen again, is I'm just going to take this and I'm just going to just carefully cut that off. Okay, so that just sort of rounds it over a little bit. And that way there's less of a chance of it, taking the plastic with it. Nope, not that way. This way. There we go. So go like this. Okay. Now for those of you who like the real super close-ups, you're going to love the next 4 scenes.
And here we have it, the Helix Rollerball Pen Kit turned in Bethlehem olive wood from William Woodwright. Thank you for watching.